Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all having a great day. So, today I have for you a little Dollar Tree DIY, and I'm really excited about it. So, I'm going to be using some all kinds of things from Dollar Tree to create a little command station. Woo! Let me get that out right. So, stick around and make sure you watch the video to the very end, or I might have a little surprise for you. All right, guys, let me show you what we're going to be using first. We're going to be using this 11 by 14 canvas from Crafter Square. We're going to be using the little box here from Crafter Square, some nautical rope, some tumbling blocks, one of these, whoops, tumbling blocks are tumbling, one of these, and a chalkboard from Dollar Tree. All right, you guys. So before I put you down here and get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button over there if you've not yet done so you can be notified every time I upload a video, depending on which selection you choose in the menu of the drop-down bell. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be, like I said, using this canvas. Move my paintbrushes and ink blender over here, and some tumbling squares. And we are going to glue some of the tumbling squares around the edge of the canvas. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Gorilla Wood Glue. And we're just going to go around the outside edges. And I'll let you know how many blocks I have. But it's going to start at the top here and get that pretty close to the edge. Now, I have laid these blocks out previously, so I should have the right amount of blocks. And I'm using this wood glue because I love Gorilla Glue. But you can also use the wood glue in the, super glue, wood glue, and any other thick glue. But I do not recommend using the wood glue from Crafter Square. It is not a good glue. So all I'm doing here is lining these up. With the picture frame, and it still has some wiggle room because it takes a minute to dry. So I'm trying not to get the glue everywhere, and just push these together. Now, it's a good thing to measure your blocks out in case you need to cut one, or if you're working with a thin board, you can cut your board to make it fit the blocks instead of the blocks fitting the board. But I don't have that option right now, but I made these fit. And I'm just putting a little wood glue on the back of it and sticking it down, pressing it down. Now, I know this is hanging off a little bit, and that's okay, because I'm going to put my hanger on the spaces that hang off. Like I said, I really want to cut these blocks, so I am making it work. I'm just making sure I get even amount on each side. Okay, so I'm going to go around and finish doing that, and we'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so I am finished, and I think they're about dry enough to start painting. And I also glued 2 of these boxes together, the long ones, because this is going to be a perfect fit at the bottom of my little command center. All right, so I am going to be using the color of Cashew. It's one of my favorite colors, and in the chalk paint, because it can still be kind of like coastal, kind of farmhouse coastal, because it's just a neutral color. But I don't want it to be all the blues and splashy. I'm kind of changing over from that. So this is what we're going to be painting with. And then I may come back and put some accents of the antique wax and maybe some of the vintage photo ink. Whoops. So now we're just going to paint the whole entire thing with the cashew. And I'm just kind of going over it once because I don't mind some of the wood grain showing through. I kind of like it. And I'm going to be painting the canvas as well. So just to give it a cohesive look. Like I said, I'm just going to go over it one time. And I got to go get the edges. I like chalk paint because it dries super fast. And it really kind of fills in the gaps where the little tumbling blocks are glued together. Some. So I'm not going to sit here and make you watch wet paint. When I get through painting, we'll come back. Okay, so our paint is dry. I don't know if you can tell that or not. So now I'm just going to take one of my blending brushes and I'm going to ink along the edges just to give it some color. I like that distressed look. So I'm going to do this all the way around. And I might even, I found some little embellishments I'm going to alter a little bit. I'm not sure I'm going to leave them red, but I think I'm going to put these on here too. Maybe a couple shells. But I don't want it to scream like this blue, this blue, you know what I'm trying to say. Look, coastal look. Trying to get the edges really good, the corners. And these aren't really going to be seen that much, but, you know. And I'm even going to go inside here and just ink a little bit, although most of this will be covered up, but you know I love using my ink to blend colors, just kind of make it aged a little bit. Okay, so I like the way that looks. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do my boxes too. Move this out of the way for a second. Just give them a good edging, because it's going to be glued like this. So we don't need to do all of it, just a little bit on the side that's going to be seen. I'm just going to get the corners really good here. And then the edges on the sides. Just do the corners really good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay in frame, but kind of hard. This is really long. Okay. So we got that done. Now we're going to take this and we're going to glue this to the bottom of a frame, just like that. So we don't have a lot of room to glue, so we'll have to, let me see if I can adjust the camera a little bit. But if you notice, I left a little tiny lip right there. And that's what we're going to glue it on. That's why I'm using wood glue. And I could use hot glue too, but I really wanted a permanent stick. And I'm just going to take my finger and rub the back of it to get some of that off. Okay, so then we're going to lay this down here and line it up with the glue. Make sure that it sticks. There we go. And I need some big clamps for this. But I am going to run a little bit of glue down the sides here where it hits the base and push it together. If I can see it. So I might have to take some hot glue to initially get it down here, but we'll see. I don't have big enough clamps to do this. But let me get it stuck down and we'll see what it looks like. Okay guys, so I finally got the box attached. And how I did it basically was I had to bring it up on the wood. It just wasn't enough back here to clip on this little tiny piece. So I brought it up on the wood, but it shouldn't affect anything we do from here on out. So now I'm just going to put our boards down. And on this, I'm going to remove the backing because we do not need that. So I'm just going to pull that part off. Oops. And I am going to put some wood glue down here in the middle part. And I'm going to put some hot glue on the edges just to make sure it gets a good adhesion for right now until the wood glue gets dry. And that is going to go down. Ooh. Trying to do this without burning my fingers. I'm going to put that right there. And I love how this cashew really blends in with the lighter color here. And I may go back over with some more dark colors. I'm not sure. And then I'm going to take the chalkboard. Oh, I should have opened this. I apologize for that. Ooh, I don't want to. Well, man, they wrap this stuff up in Dollar Tree pretty good sometimes. Okay, and it's going to go lengthwise like this, a little bit up like that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some wood glue and hot glue on it because I do want a permanent adhesion. But I also want to be able to stick it on there so we can move ahead with the project. Uh-oh. That might be enough hot glue. I'll raise it up just a little bit to make off center with that one. Make sure it's straight. Okay. So this is what we got. Our little message board center. Now, I thought about painting these little anchors and stuff, but I'm not. I'm going to just use them the way they are. I kind of like the red. It gives it a little bit of pop of color, and it's different than the typical what I've been doing, which is blue. And I'm just going to pop those off, and I'm going to take the, I don't know if I'm going to take it out or not. I might just leave it on there, the little string. But I'm going to put one on each side here. And I'm just going to use a little hot glue to do that. Okay. Just run a little bit of hot glue right there. I'm going to stick that down there. And then I might run the little string right there like a little rope. And do it like that. He's put it down like that. Let's get another one. Well, I've had these in my stash for a long time. They were gifted to me. I think they were gifted to me by Tina Bean, but I'm not sure. Oopsie. I don't want the picture on there. Man, this thing eats hot glue like a sieve. I'm going to have to invest in me a new hot glue gun one of these days. And we'll just put that one right down there. Bring the little string across like this. Put a lot of glue there. Stick that down like that. There we go. Okay, that is cute. Now, let's see. I want to put one glue string. I think I might put one up here in the corners here too. I don't really want to put them on my chalkboard or little holder there because, well, there's not much room on there to begin with. Now, I cannot find my chalk writer, so on this one up here at the top, I'm just going to put notes or messages or whatever. On this one right here, I'm just going to use like a little receipt. Might use one from mail and one to keep my notepads and pencils in to, you know. But I just thought it was a little cute thing. And then I might use to put like recipes I find for the day or something like that, or, you know. Let's see if I can curl that under there like that. And bring it up like that. I like that. Okay. This last one out. Try not to burn my little fingers. Okay. Oh, I burn. That's okay. I'm going to push it through here and grab it like that. Put a little dab of hot glue there. There we go. I love how that looks. I think it's looking really good. What you think? Let's see if I raise it up a little bit so you can see. I like that. I think it's turned out really good. Now to put a hanger on here, I'm just going to put some rope from one end to here like this. But I want to make sure this has a good adhesion first. I want everything to be nice and tidy and dry. So I'm just going to put like a little rope hanger here. And then I will just hot glue that sucker on there good. So that's what we're going to do with that. But I am going to wait till this dries a little bit more and make sure everything is nice and cohesive on it. But I really love how that turned out. I think it's really, really cute. Might go back and add some more distressing to it too. But, see if I hold the camera up so you can see it better. There we go. I think that is really, really cute. I hang this up in my kitchen for a little command center. And I'll put like, you know, my, well, this is not a pencil, but put my little pens in there, little notepads, if I have any mail, you know, put little cards in there. Have my little mail center. So yeah, so I hope you will give this a try. Now I will tell you, I was inspired to do this by something that Kelly Barlow did with KB Crafts. I have to tell you that mine is totally different because hers is just a plaque and it's done totally different, farmhouse style. Anyway, but she gave me an idea for this, so I want to give her credit for the idea. So I hope you all will come back. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some cards, some scraps, and I hope you will like that, enjoy that. And oh yeah, a little surprise here. I have found some undone little journals that I've had for quite a while. And if you would like to have one of those, I'm not even going to show you what they look like, but they are cute. If you'd like to have one of those, make sure that you drop a little comment below in the box. Just put, I love journaling. Put that phrase somewhere in there, and then I will pick a winner. Maybe next week, Monday. I'll pick a winner on Monday, and I'll be sending a couple of those little unfinished journals out to you. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you tap the bell and hit the all so you can maybe get notified by YouTube every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much. Don't forget about my birthday challenge. It's good till August the 31st. And we've got some really nice prizes, so go take a look at that. I'll pop the link below in the description box. And also, if you'd like to donate to my nonprofit, Artful Expression, I'll also pop a link to the PayPal or Zelle account. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.